Let's talk to Nicola Whittaker, Associate Director of HR at a global employment law consultancy. Nicola, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
As if the world has not gone mad enough, we're now being told by the World Health Organization and the World Meteorological Organization, which I didn't even heard of before, that basically people are taking loads and loads and loads of time off now because they're suffering from heat stress. What on earth is going on?
Yeah, apparently so. It's interesting, that is a global survey, so it'd be interesting to see how many of those were actually in the UK. As I look outside my window, I can't see the sun here in Manchester.
No,
but...
I mean, it was sunny this morning when the sun rose, but I mean, it's not particularly warm, is it?
No, not currently, but it is absolutely something. We have had warmer weather this year in the UK. You know, that has to be noted. So it is certainly something that a lot of businesses have had to give a little bit more thought to.
Yes, I mean, it says here that people are suffering from increasingly heat stroke, dehydration, kidney dysfunction, and neurological disorders as a result of climate change. I mean, for God's sake.
Yeah, I mean, certainly heat is a hazard, so all businesses do have to take into consideration sort of risks. You know, I think for ourselves in the UK, it does happen. We do get those heat waves, and those could be some of the implications if people are overheated, if they're dehydrated, you know, certainly those that work outside as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Dubai back in May, right, and they've got migrant workers who work in Dubai, and they're not allowed to live in air conditioning scenarios, right, and they bust them backwards and forwards from these construction sites, and I'm sure that's really, really dangerous, and I'm sure it's probably not very nice for them. But if they're including them in this survey in the same way that they're including people that come into this office here, I think the survey is a crock of nonsense, really, because of course it's hot in Dubai. It was, I think when I was there, it was 45 degrees at one point in centigrade. But, you know, most people normally don't work in those kind of conditions, do they?
Yeah, I think there's certainly a lot of different countries that are a lot warmer than ourselves, certainly. So that might take up quite a large percentage of that survey. But still something for us to think about. It has been warmer in the UK. We've had quite a lot of nice weather this year. So I think it's still something that a lot of businesses in the UK have had to think about.
Yeah, I mean, as far as in your job and in HR as a general rule, I mean, I'm sure you've heard all the stories that you probably have ever wanted to hear about why people can't do their jobs properly and why they need compensation and why they need to be, you know, given some time off and why they need to go and work from home. I mean, my experience, particularly working in a big office, is that if it's really hot, you're better off going to work because you've got air conditioning, which you don't have at home.
Yeah, well, we get all sorts. You know, probably people want more holiday requests when the weather's nice. Probably sickness might spike, but yeah, we get both. Sometimes people want to work from home when it's nice weather, or actually some people want to work in the office because their office might be more air conditioned and more comfortable than we are at home. So yeah, it can just vary depending on businesses, but we do get all sorts of stories.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I mean, we're about to talk to a colleague of ours called Kevin O'Sullivan, who's made the mad decision to decide to take 2 weeks off work, which is already a bad idea. And today, the busiest day of all days in terms of travelling, he's going to drive to Cornwall. I mean, if you were his HR advisor, would you tell him not to?
Hey, I mean, that's completely his choice. Are you talking about in terms of traffic or in terms of the weather?
Well, just in terms of general stress levels. I mean, you know, one thing you don't want to do is travel on the Friday of a bank holiday weekend all the way. It's bad enough trying to get anywhere, but to drive to Cornwall, you'd have to be insane, wouldn't you?
You can guarantee there's probably going to be a traffic accident as well. Always the way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm betting it's going to take him at least 7 hours. And I mean, luckily for him, he doesn't have any children. But 7 hours in a car with his wife and a dog. And the dog's mad.
Yeah, that's very true. I think I'd be more inclined to take a short flight to somewhere in Europe, I have to say.
I know, seriously. Nicola, good to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed. Nicola Whittaker, Associate Director of HR at a global employment law consultancy. Even she thinks Kevin O'Sullivan's gone insane.